Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing just great.
All right. So, what are we doing today? We are doing brackets.
Brackets. Yes, that's so exciting.
Okay. So, the point of this is I sent a message out on Patreon asking people to name catastrophes.
Yep. Yep.
I used
just regular. Just name some catastrophes, guys.
I used a random AI algorithm generator to match these things up, and then we're going to work through to find out which is the best catastrophe.
All right. Did you put this on the board, or do I need to? Are you going to have it on the screen?
I'm just going to have it on the screen.
All right. Hold on. Let me. All right.
What do you wait? I can't talk. Wait.
No, I was just pulling the screen up to make sure I can see what you got going on.
All right. Okay. So, I guess my original thought was that we could knock this out in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
I wasn't anticipating the response. So there was quite a few comments. So we had to knock some out. So I mean, no disrespect if yours didn't make the cut.
We probably had enough to do 2 brackets. We're going to do
Yeah.
like March and October madness. Wait, does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's what this is called, September Madness.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't even know if you can read that.
Yep.
So the first matchup to find out what the best catastrophe is the 2008 Sichuan earthquake versus the Boston's Great Molasses Flood of 1919. Okay,
Tragic. I don't know what either one of those things are.
yeah, so that's what I was going to say is I'm in a pickle because I don't know what any of this shit means. I don't like Sichuan. I thought that was sounds like Chinese
chicken.
food. Yeah.
Some kind of a chicken.
So unfortunately, because we're fucking stupid, I think there's going to be a lot of Googling through this process.
Oh boy.
Essentially, it's going to be, hey, can you give me a bunch of topics to read Wikipedia articles on live?
Awesome. So first, shouldn't we decide which one of us is arguing for which one?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Roll the dice, I guess. Hold on. We need to roll the same numbered sided dice, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I picked the square one that looks like a regular dice.
Okay.
Can I roll again, or do I have to go with the roll that I got?
I got a 3. What'd you get?
1.
What is that? So what does it mean? I get to pick which one I argue?
No, the lower number means I get to pick. You're going for the lower number, right? I don't care. Pick. Yeah, I guess we should have figured that out. And we didn't think that through, did we? All right, you got the higher number. You pick.
I'll pick
Before we even do any research.
I'll pick the syrup flood.
Is there a difference between molasses and syrup? Okay. All right. So I got the 2008 Sichuan chicken earthquake.
Okay, so now I guess we just start reading Wikipedia. Okay.
So I have to make an argument that the Sichuan chicken's better than the molasses.
The earthquake ruptured the fault for 240 kilometers with surface displacements of several meters. Ooh. Who the fuck cares?
Several meters. Oh, what does that even mean? Several meters. Is that even a real word?
So why would anybody care about that? I don't even think anybody died.
I was gonna say, did anybody die?
Okay. How many died in the? More than 200 people died, and at least 13,000 were injured from falling debris and structural collapses.
Awesome.
Is it China?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing Szechuan chicken came from China. Maybe it's Japanese. I don't know.
Okay, it occurred at 14:28:00 China Standard Time.
You can't even do numbers right.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
This says over 69,000 people lost their lives in the quake. That's a big difference from the other thing that I read.
Didn't it say 200?
Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. 200,000 landslides. Okay, so this is
Wait, 200,000 landslides?
Yeah.
Is there even that many lands? That's a lot of lands to slide.
It said the earthquake also caused the largest number of geohazards ever recorded, including about 200,000 landslides and more than 800 quake slides. What the fuck that is? It's like
How many slip and slides?
over 69,000 people lost their lives in the quake, including 68,636 in Sichuan province. 374,000 were reported injured, and 18,000 listed as missing. The geohazards are thought to be responsible for at least 1/3 of the death toll. It left 4.8 million. Are you making notes?
Yeah, 4.8 million. Got it.
4.8 million people homeless.
Oh, people. All right. I thought that was the money damage. So, in order to do this right, don't you have to know how many people are normally homeless in China? Because maybe that just only went up by like a couple hundred people. You know what I mean? Like 4.8 million people homeless. Maybe they already had that many.
No, it said the earthquake left 4.8 million people. That means
Yeah, but you can lie without lying. I mean, it's still the people that were homeless before are still left homeless. You can't trust that fake news.
okay. How many people died?
68,000, right?
Okay,
Isn't
so
it-
did they deduct that from the people that now because they don't
Normally
need
died that year.
no, because like you could say the earthquake freed up 69,000 homes for people to live in because those people don't need them anymore.
See, you're putting a bright spin on this. It's getting better and better. 69,000 people died. Lots of earth slides, slip and slides, landslides, whatever. All right. What about the Boston syrup fire or whatever it was?
Let me see what Boston syrup fire brings up. It brings up the Great Molasses Flood.
Cool. See, they knew what I was talking about.
Great Molasses Flood, also known as the Boston Molasses Disaster.
Sounds like a wrestler.
That would be my wrestling name, the Molasses Disaster. Hey, brother.
I like it. The molasses disaster. It's like the perfect wrestling name. You got to write that down. I don't want you to forget.
I'm writing it down now.
Oh, that way we can make a wrestling movie in the future.
You know what? With all these ideas that we've been having outside of the show, theoretically, with all these ideas,
Yeah.
we could just transition out of podcasting and just make movies.
Right.
Like we could make a mockumentary about the molasses disaster, the rise and fall of the molasses disaster.
We literally haven't shot one frame. And we're already talking about stopping podcasting, and now we're filmmakers. I like it. I'm in.
That fucking crying guy did it with what, $8,000 in a credit card. He made Clerks. We could.
Crying guy. Thought you were talking about Hillary Swank.
Okay. This happened in 1919 on the North End neighborhood of Boston. A large storage tank filled with 2.3 million U.S. gallons of molasses,
It's not even that much.
weighing approximately 13,000 tons, burst, and the resultant wave of molasses rushed through the streets
Rushed.
At 30
Really?
at 35 miles an hour, killing 21 people and injuring 150.
How
So
can molasses move at 21 miles an hour?
No,
How's that even
35 miles an hour.
possible? How's that possible?
Fucking gravity. Like, I don't know what. Just trust the science.
Gravity.
Okay. So, and I'm arguing that this one was better than the other one.
Right. This doesn't
Okay.
sound better. I don't know. Wait, I better not give you any arguments.
Okay. Here's why I'm saying this one is better.
All right.
Do you have any idea how funny it would be if there were camcorders or phone cameras, camera phones, available in whatever,
1919.
1919? watching people get ran over by molasses.
Can you run 35 miles an hour?
No.
So you would be like trying to outrun a molasses fire. I don't know why I want to say fire, but trying to outrun molasses and just being swallowed up.
You know how bad it would make you feel as a fat human to not be able to outrun syrup? Like okay, 2.3 million gallons flowed through the streets, and one fat guy died who couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
His rascal scooter battery died. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, at that point, you're running away from this slow moving molasses and you're like, of course, this is how I'm going to die. Of course. Yep. This makes perfect sense.
I'm surprised it's not a rolling burger just coming down the street and flattening me. Right. Okay. So which is the worst way to die? Drowning in syrup or a building falling on you? I have to go with drowning in syrup.
No, building falling on you is way worse.
Why?
Okay.
No, don't just say that because that's the one you were assigned.
No, it's got to be way like, so you got to imagine if a building is falling on you, all of the stuff that's in the building is coming towards the side that's falling. So that means that not only is the building falling on you, but some jackass's desk is falling on you too. Like your face is going to get smashed by some fucking dude's desk.
Or like a dollhouse from the apartment upstairs.
Guy hit in the head with a coffee maker. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. And you think that's worse than running down the street? It's like the running of the bulls, except instead of bulls, it's syrup. And you're running as fast as you can. And then as it starts seeping underneath your feet, because it's faster than you, you just start running slower, like in your nightmares.
It's like you're running through quicksand all of a sudden.
And then you've got to wait the 40 or 45 minutes it takes to get up over your head.
You're just stuck. But during that time, as I'm dying, getting smashed by a building, it's like none of that is enjoyable. Every single piece of desk hitting my face.
You don't get to eat the concrete.
Right. Exactly.
See, I didn't think of that.
You're waiting 45 minutes for the fucking syrup to kill you.
I'm going to eat my way out of this. Fuck you.
Give it a taste.
Okay. So if you and I are stuck side by side in the great molasses disaster, I'm going to outlive you because I can out-eat you.
Right. You're going to die of a heart attack before the molasses can kill you.
Go into a diabetic coma.
If I'm going out on my own terms. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I didn't think about that you don't get to eat what's killing you, whereas I do.
Right.
So in a show of good sportsmanship, I'm going to concede on this one.
All right. So that means that the 2008 Sichuan chicken earthquake moves forward. Yes.
Good job.
All because of my arguing skills.
Okay. Now we roll again.
Yep. Oh, shit. Hey, look at that. 6.
I got a 2. All right, so it's Waco versus Columbine.
Oh, no. So that means I get to pick?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick Columbine. I'm gonna pick Waco.
That Waco was better than Columbine.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so I'm saying Columbine was better.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Ready?
got my argument. Yep,
Wait,
you go first.
I picked Waco, right?
Yep.
Fuck. I don't have an argument. I don't have a fucking argument. I forgot about that part. I forgot about the part where we have to argue. So
Okay. You want me to go first and then give you time to think?
Sure.
Okay. So one of the good things that Columbine did is it kicked off a string of school shootings that continue to this day. So without Columbine, we wouldn't have the constant stream of news reports for us to talk about.
Right. All those hooks wouldn't be Sandy. Right. something. That's what they say in the news business. They make up stupid shit like that, right?
How can one Chandra be so Levy?
Exactly. I wonder how many people actually get that joke. There's probably like 6 people that get that joke. Oh God. So, okay. Wait, I always get Waco and Ruby Ridge and the Oklahoma City bombing confused.
How?
People died. Bush lied, people died or something. I don't know. So, I don't know because I'm stupid. So Waco was the one with the government burned down the place and there was a bunch of kids inside. David Koresh.
Oh fuck yeah! So it's got that going for it.
Yeah, the branch Davidians, which if you were to you did this, I just realized that you did this. If you were to start a cult, and what are we calling our cult? I don't know. My name's David. Let's call it the Branch Davidians. Like you guys are Davidians. I always thought, who the fuck would join a cult that's literally named after the guy? But who the fuck would join the Duggalos? who's gonna call themselves a Duggalo?
You're right. We should have called it the Branch Dagidians. God damn it!
I kind of like that. Can we switch it up? I mean, we change it every week, anyways. The Branch Dagidians is funny. We can still be the Duggalos and the Branch Dagidians. I don't know why that's so funny, Dagidians. Anyways.
Yeah, that's not helping your argument.
No, it's not. So, wasn't it like... I'm trying to recall the facts on the fly. So they were running guns?
Okay,
No,
so
it was a sex cult.
No. Well, but yes to both. So as it goes, they were suspected of running guns.
Yeah.
And no, they weren't suspected of it. A UPS driver, if I remember right, was delivering a package and the box broke open and like 2 hand grenades came rolling out. I'm not making that up.
Real.
I'm not making that up.
And that guy just couldn't be cool. Just be cool, man.
No, he narked them off, and that's what started. They started spying on him or whatever the fuck the feds do. Mm-hmm. And then they came to try to arrest him or whatever, and they locked themselves up. And then they, at the end of it, they filled it up with tear gas, which they knew to be explosive, and then I don't know, lit a match or something. But that's what killed everybody.
So, what you're saying, or what I'm getting out of that, is that this whole thing was caused by the UPS driver being a bitch. Like if you're a UPS driver and your job is to deliver packages, just deliver the goddamn packages. Don't worry about what's inside. That's my business, not yours. Have a little fucking discretion, asshole. Right? Like if I order a big fat dildo and a box breaks open and the UPS driver sees a dildo, is he? I'm calling the news stations. This guy's ordering dildos.
I need to let this guy's wife know that he's not satisfied.
Right. Right. I'm being serious. If your job is to deliver stuff. Don't worry about what's being delivered.
But if your job is to deliver stuff, part of your job is to ensure that you are not delivering something that breaks federal law, such as hand grenades. Yes, it is. Because okay, as soon as if you're the UPS driver, and the box breaks open and the hand grenades come rolling out, okay, my immediate thought is somebody is testing me. Like my boss is testing me.
Camera.
So, if I knowingly deliver hand grenades to the sex cult, and they go and throw them into a preschool or something, I am now complicit.
But nobody will know you're complicit.
I don't know that because I think I'm being tested.
But so if you're being tested, then they're not going to throw them into a preschool. You'll just get arrested right away.
You don't know how far they're going to take this test.
That's true, I guess.
I know how far I'd take the test.
He's been delivering hand bombs for years. So I don't know. I don't. Okay, so what's a UPS driver make? Like $8 an hour or whatever? You think that like the last line of defense between like a preschool being bombed is like a guy driving a truck for $8 an hour? Like that's our last line of defense in America? No, that can't be. It can't be true. It's not his responsibility, so he shouldn't feel any like nothing. Just deliver
The average
packages,
UPS
shut
delivery
up.
driver pay in Wichita is approximately $84,395 a year.
Oh, we need that guy to pay attention to the past. That's a lot of money for just delivering packages. We gotta get something for the money out of this guy. That's a lot of money.
Okay.
No
so,
wonder packages are so expensive. Fuck. Can we start a union that brings down wages in other areas so we can get cheaper shipping? How does that work? We need a union that pushes wages down. I think we're getting off topic. So I think that this whole thing goes back. That's why this is better. This whole tragedy goes back to some fucking dumb UPS driver breaking open somebody's package. If he was more careful and wouldn't have broke open their shit, none of this would have happened. Which means that Oklahoma City bombing wouldn't have happened and Ruby Ridge wouldn't have happened because it was all a domino effect, right? One caused the other directly.
I don't know that to be true. I don't know that Waco caused Ruby Ridge.
What
I
would be
know
funnier
that
is if Ruby Ridge happened first, and I don't really remember.
I was thinking that, but I'm not positive. But I do know that both of them together, Ruby Ridge plus Waco equals Oklahoma City bombing.
Right.
Like I know that to be true.
Yeah. That guy was mad.
he big mad.
He was big mad that Ruby got ridged. And he's like, you know what? Fuck these kids.
I'm blowing up the daycare, bitch.
Blowing up a daycare. That's right. So, in conclusion, Oklahoma City bombing is better.
All right, I'll put that in. Oh, I can't copy and paste it, but so Waco and Columbine, neither one of them stack up to Oklahoma. No, Waco plus Columbine equals Oklahoma City bombing.
We determined that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, Oklahoma City bombing isn't already on here. that would be funny.
What if at the end it's Oklahoma City bombing versus Oklahoma City bombing?
Why wouldn't it be? Of course it would be.
Okay. Next up is Christopher Dorner manhunt. Guy's a goat. I just copied and pasted the comments. So
Okay.
versus the Manila Massacre in 1945. Man, those Japs really were fucked up during World War II.
Okay. I don't know about either one of these things. Those Japs. Is that a slur?
I don't know.
Sounds slurry.
Okay.
I don't know who Christopher Dormer. Oh, we're rolling.
I rolled a 6.
4.
So did we determine that?
You get the higher number gets to pick.
Oh, I thought it was the lower one. Okay. I'm going to go with the Manila Massacre because that sounds like a lot more people died.
A Christopher Dormer manhunt. All right.
All right. I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Dorner. All right. Christopher Jordan Dorner was a former police officer of the Los Angeles Police Department who, beginning on February 3rd, committed a series of shootings in Orange County.
Cool. Would you consider it a massacre?
There's nowhere does it say massacre. It says manhunt.
Yeah, but what you just said would, like, he killed a bunch of people, right? That's a massacre. When did we stop calling things massacres? Was that like that? Because yours is the Manila Massacre.
Right, but that's because it all happened at once.
Is that what massacre means? All at once? It's Japanese for all at once?
Okay. Timeline of killings and manhunt. You want to hear about this?
Yeah.
Dorner's killing spree began with a package stating his complaints sent to Anderson Cooper and arriving at CNN on February 1st. After the first killings, Dorner's threats in his manifesto caused law enforcement to mount a widespread manhunt that spread from California to Nevada and Mexico. Okay, February 1st, 2013. Anderson Cooper received a package at his office containing a DVD that stated Dorner's case against the LAPD. The package also contained a bullet-riddled challenge coin issued by LAPD Chief William and a note inscribed with 1 minute of angle implying that the coin was shot at 100 yards. Okay. During the evening hours in Irvine, California, 28-year-old Monica Kwan and her fiance, Keith Lawrence, were shot dead in their parked Kia Optima outside their condominium. I don't want to read all this. There's so much to read.
Kia Optima, is that like, integral to the story?
It
Put
is.
that in there. Is that like an ad? Are they putting ads in the middle of like Wikipedia?
You know how fucked up it's going to be if I'm on Wikipedia as, like, on the evening of February 3rd, Doug Rhodes was shot dead in his Santa Fe. It's going to suck so fucking bad.
He was mistaken for a gay guy. We saw this guy he thought he was gay. Oh, no.
Okay, so this is going to definitely be a point in your favor.
Okay.
Dorner's manifesto was posted online stating his motive for the shootings was to clear his name.
Perfect. That's good. That's always good.
That's awesome. I'm killing people to prove that I'm not fucking crazy.
Right, yeah. I'm clearing my name. I didn't do it.
I don't want to read all this. There's so many.
How many people does this, like an overview of how many people died?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for is 5,
Okay.
including himself.
Oh, so 4 people. When you kill yourself, it doesn't really count.
But shouldn't it?
No. Why? Why should it? You don't get to count yourself. That's easy. That's an easy kill. You don't get to count yourself in your kills.
Right, but
serial killers don't get to add to their numbers by killing themselves.
It's a for sure streak breaker.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Like I'll get one more kill, but it breaks my streak for sure. Huh. Wouldn't it be better if he cut off one of his arms or something? Like, I don't know. It sounds cooler.
Killed 4.5 people.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, kill 5 people. He's a goat. And now Manila Massacre.
But why is he a goat? Just because he ran from the cops? Like,
he was a cop, right?
Yeah. Have you ever thought how hard would it be? Like if there's a manhunt,
Yeah.
how long do you think you would last? Like starting right now, you have let's say a 2-hour head start.
Okay.
And starting
years.
right now.
Years. Easily years.
I don't believe you. I don't
All
think
you have
make
to
it
do
through
is
the night.
Oh, no. All you have to do is make it to a slightly warmer climate than where I'm at, and now you're just homeless. Like you're just a regular homeless guy. All I have to do is shave my beard or just let my beard grow really long, and like I'm just homeless and I live on the streets and I eat out of the garbage. But I'm still they still don't they didn't catch me.
Yeah, okay. But I don't think you could do that.
You ever eaten out of the garbage before? It's not that bad.
Right. So you would end up getting busted for stealing somebody's Bob's Burger DVDs or some shit.
I thought you were going with panties. Way more useful to have panties than it would be to have a Bob's Burger DVD living on the streets.
Okay. Have you ever seen them videos of the tunnel people in Vegas?
Yep.
Okay. You think you could last in that environment?
No. Not a fucking chance. I'm turning myself in. I'm out. One of those guys had gills. I'm out.
Okay. So let's say you don't want to be homeless then. You head to the mountains.
Okay.
How long do you think you could last in the mountains?
Oh, God, we drove through Colorado. My sinuses were terrible. It was horrible. I'm out.
Turning myself in.
I'm making the case against me here. I'm kind of weak.
Okay. You could stow yourself on a ship. Like if you can somehow shimmy your way up the side of a cruise ship or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but once you do that and you go to a place where you're like a foreign place, I stick out. Look at me. I'm a regular American. What am I going to China? Those people are like 3 feet tall.
You can take my teeth with you.
Blend right in. I'll walk around on my knees. I'll get some of those elf shoes that you put on your knees.
Oh.
God, yeah, I'm not going anywhere foreign because I'll stick out.
So, okay, so you're not gonna live with the homeless.
No,
You're
I'm
not gonna live on
with
water.
I can't live with the Las Vegas tunnel people homeless, and I can't live with the people like in the Tenderloin, like in fucking San Francisco or whatever. So I got to find like a friendly homeless community. Where's that at?
What if you like go to Texas or something and work on a dude ranch? You could be a cowboy. Get you them Mexican boots and a big belt buckle.
Work on a dude ranch. Okay, I'm in. Out of all the options, that sounds like my best one so far. Can I get a job on a dude ranch? What do they do on a dude ranch? Do you just sit around and brand cattle all day long?
Fuck do I know? I don't use that word.
Right. I just want to ride horses into the sunset. Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, okay. So you're not going to make it.
I'm giving myself years. Years. It won't be a good life, but do you think we can still do the show? I'm podcasting from the road.
Yeah, you wouldn't make it 2 days.
All right.
Your dumbass would forget that you're on the run and swipe your debit card or something.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I can't use my debit card. Fuck, man. All right, so I got 2 hours, so that means I can clear out the bank account. So I have a little bit of money.
You can't. No, you can't.
Why?
If you have to leave right now, you can't. Okay, if you can clear out your bank account while the bank is closed and you won't go over your daily limit,
Shit. Yeah.
you're fucked.
Fuck. So I'll leave a trail of like ATM withdrawals along my way. So they can just follow me by the ATM withdrawals. Am I going to have to kill somebody and like take over their life or whatever? One of them type of situations where like a stolen identity or whatever. Do I get to pick?
That's going to work out well for you. Like a stolen identity or something. Is it like a Microsoft deal?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just get on the dark web or whatever. Steal somebody's identity. It's got to be easy, right?
Okay. Well, anyway, that was Christopher Dorner. The
didn't-
Manila Massacre. Manila Massacre. Ooh, there's photos.
All right.
Manila Massacre, also called the Rape of Manila, involved atrocities committed against Filipino civilians in the city of Manila. The total number of civilians who were killed was at least 100,000. Oh, fuck, that's way better than your guy. Like, I don't even have to read anymore.
Oh, I get to steal somebody's identity. Are you kidding me?
No, it's not.
Oh, it is.
Okay, so just so we're clear, I want to make sure I understand the rules of this. We're trying to figure out which of these is the best. And the only thing that you have in your favor is that you get to steal somebody's identity. That's why yours is better than this one.
When I go on the run, when I get to steal somebody's identity. Because I already forgot what my guy was. Well, he was a cop or something. That's a strike against him. I don't want to be a cop. Wait, this isn't what I want to be, is it? I'm forgetting the rules of the game as we play.
Okay.
So 100,000 Filipinos, so like 18 real people died.
The Japanese conducted mop-up operations to clear North Manila of guerrillas, executing more than 54,000 Filipinos, including children, as they passed through towns. Pregnant Filipino women were killed by having their bellies ripped open while Filipino civilians tried to trying to flee were executed. The Bayview Hotel was used as a designated rape center, according to testimony. Can you give me directions to the rape center?
You mean the rape crisis center? No, just the rape center. There's no crisis. It's fine.
All right. According to testimony at the Yamashite war crimes trial, 400 women and girls were rounded up from Manila's wealthy Ermita district and submitted to a selection board that picked out the 25 women who were considered most beautiful.
400 down to 25. Those are some ugly women. Holy shit.
These women and girls, many of them 12 to 14, were taken to the hotel. These women and girls, I misread that. Many of them who were 18 were then taken to the hotel where Japanese enlisted men and officers took turns raping them.
Huh. Despite at least they took turns. I mean,
so they were polite. Despite many Allied Germans held refuge in a German club, Japanese soldiers entered in and bayoneted infants and children. Why is that funny to me? And children of mothers pleading for mercy and raped women seeking refuge. At least 20 Japanese soldiers raped a young girl before slicing her breasts off. After which
tits breasts.
I was going to say tits, yeah. Which a Japanese soldier placed her mutilated breasts on his chest to mimic a woman while the other Japanese soldiers laughed. Guess who would do that? Oh, look at me. I'm a little Japanese girl. You ought to be ready 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
The Japanese then doused the young girl and 2 other women who were raped to death in gasoline and set them all on fire. The Japanese went on setting the entire club on fire, killing many of its inhabitants. Women who were escaping out of the building from the fire were caught and raped by the Japanese. I think they're making this up.
You think so?
Yes. Okay.
Why?
Let's say me and you go to, we establish a rape center or whatever the fuck this is. And we're cutting off tits and we're, wearing the tits on our chest. And then we set the building on fire.
Uh-huh.
And we see a random straggler come running out the side. Do you really think we're going to stop watching the fire to go rape somebody again?
No. Anybody that's come running out of the fire is probably burnt. Or
right.
At least got smoke damage. I ain't fucking somebody with smoke damage. Kidding me? It's ridiculous.
It fucks with my asthma.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to read this again. Women who were escaping out of the building from the fire were caught and raped by the Japanese.
All right, who's telling this story? Because it seems maybe exaggerated.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Does it say what they were wearing? The Japanese, I mean.
28-year-old Julia Lopez had her breast sliced off, was raped by Japanese soldiers, and had her hair set on fire. Another woman was partially decapitated after attempting to defend herself and raped by a Japanese soldier.
She probably won't defend herself next time.
Are you suggesting that she lived after being partially decapitated?
Yeah, partially. You can live with partial decapitation. Just a cut on your neck. I cut myself shaving all the time. Partially decapitated.
Okay. Mine is easily the best.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. There's
the only reason I say that is the guy that cut off the tits and wore them as a disguise.
Right. The tit dance. Tit dance wins. Yeah, yours is way better.
All right. Manila Massacre moves on.
Yes. Wait, no. I mean, damn.
All right. Okay, roll.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. This is for... That roll don't count.
Okay.
This is for the time that British person ate my goddamn croissant versus Pearl Harbor.
I think we got a clear winner already.
Ready?
Yeah.
3,
2.
All right. I'm going to go with Pearl Harbor.
Son of a bitch. All right. I'm going with the time that British guy ate my croissant. My goddamn croissant. Let me look it up on Wikipedia real quick. No entry.
All right. Them Japanese people are fucking crazy, man. Like, because the last one was Japanese people cutting off people's tits.
Yeah, and now this one's them crashing themselves into a boat in their own plane.
Okay. Does that impress you? Like, suicide bombers.
Yes.
Harikari.
Harry Carey, like the sports announcer.
Yeah. But doesn't that impress you that it's like that guy I told you about that he killed himself by wrapping the cable around his neck and then tying the other end of the guardrail and then just driving and
Yes.
waiting for the end to come.
Uh-huh.
Like, that is fucking ballsy.
Yeah. Yeah. So is it the ballsiness that, because I don't think of it as like a ballsy thing, and that's not why it like is good, or not good, but like impressive. It's impressive because you cared enough about a certain thing to like, yeah, I'm going out and I'm taking all you with me, and because I care this strongly about it, you know what I mean? Like, that guy really cared about having his head cut off.
Okay. Is there anything that you care enough about that you would die? Would you fly an airplane into a boat if it stopped trans teachers from teaching kids publicly?
No, of course not.
Okay. Is there anything that you care enough about?
No, I'm not flying into a boat. You understand how shitty that would be? Nobody even knows those people's names. I mean, nobody remembers their name. Just like, yeah, some Japanese guy flew into a boat. Well, that's a shitty way to be remembered. I don't have them kind of convictions, man.
Okay. Is there anything that you believe in strongly enough that you would eat somebody else's croissant?
Yes. It's quite a few things.
We have a clear winner then.
Right. So I could give you pages and pages of stuff that I would do that I feel strongly enough about. I think jaywalking should not be a crime, and I'll go on record saying that, and I'll eat all the croissants of everybody to defend that.
Okay, so if I say what makes the better catastrophe, and the guidelines are you willing to do this in order to solve world hunger?
Right.
If you're not willing to do it, then that means that it is not the best catastrophe. Therefore, the time the British person ate my goddamn croissant is a better catastrophe because you would do that in order to solve world hunger.
But
I'm arguing the wrong one.
Right.
Fuck!
But you're wrong, because if that's the case, wait, no, now I'm arguing against the one. Son of a bitch. Can we just switch sides? So if that's the argument that you're making, then this game is over, because the British croissant guy wins the whole thing. Because if that argument works for this, then that argument works for everything.
Okay. Do you remember the conversation we had when we were trying to figure out the angles that we were going to take on this?
Yeah.
And how we said that the guides from one doesn't carry over to the next?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm making my argument. It doesn't carry over when I'm done. Do you not understand? It's all isolated.
Okay, then fine. You're right. It will win the whole thing then.
Until the next round.
Oh, okay. So the time the British person ate the goddamn croissant.
It's so much better than Pearl Harbor.
Where's the movie? They made a movie about Pearl Harbor. How come they didn't make a movie about the croissant?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Ben Affleck can play the croissant.
That one took a little bit to get to me. There was a delay or something.
Uh-huh.
All right. This one is Epstein's suicide versus Fukushima.
Isn't that some kind of fish?
I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about anything.
I think that's some kind of radioactive fish.
Fukushima. Earthquake. You're an idiot.
All right. Huh. So
Okay.
nothing radioactive about it.
New rule.
All right.
You are not allowed to use any previous arguments on, like, you can't, somebody's desk might follow me in the Fukushima.
Okay. Is that a new rule, or that's been the rule, I thought?
Okay, so more than 15,500 people died. The tsunami also severely crippled the infrastructure of the country. In addition to the thousands of destroyed homes, businesses, roads, and railways, the tsunami caused the meltdown of 3 nuclear reactors. So this must have been that, like, I think this was the day that I learned what tsunami was, because I'd never heard of one until that big one. Remember seeing all the footage?
Yeah.
That must be this.
What year was it?
March 11th, maybe?
I thought it was like in the 80s.
2022. March 16th, 2022. It just happened. We're stupid. Like, we are so isolated.
I don't think it just happened.
2022.
Fukushima didn't happen in 2022.
On March 16, 2022, at 23:26 Japanese Standard Time, a strong earthquake struck off the coast of Fukushima, Japan. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.4, according to the Japanese Meteorological Agency, while the United States Geological Survey gave a slightly low.
Stop. So that was Japanese time. What was it? What year was it in America?
1981.
Perfect. That's what I thought. So this just happened in 2022, really? That's insane.
I just realized something.
Huh? We're stupid?
Nobody put Baby Jessica on here. That fucking sucks.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. Why wouldn't they put Baby Jessica? Oh, can we just add it? Can we take off Fukushima? Put Fukushima / Baby Jessica.
Noted. Okay. Okay, so since there was a baby involved,
Yeah.
doesn't that just clearly
It's better or
shoot
worse?
it ahead of Epstein's suicide?
No. Babies make everything worse. You ever been on an airplane with a baby?
Okay. So I really wanted Fukushima to win.
Okay.
So then maybe we should take the baby and put it with Epstein.
Okay. I'm good with that.
All right. Hold on. I feel like this isn't going as we intended.
I think it's going exactly as we intended. Would you have ever expected that we would add Baby Jessica to the Epstein suicide thing? And
Okay, so the Fukushima earthquake
yeah.
moves forward,
All right.
and Epstein suiciding Baby Jessica, which is what I'm changing it to now.
On the fly. Suiciding Baby Jessica. So in that scenario, that means Baby Jessica grew up to be Epstein. Doesn't that change things a little bit? Because that's kind of cool.
Okay. We can do one more. The creation of Fortnite versus the Baton Death March.
I don't know what that is.
So why don't you tell us real quick what the Baton Death March is?
So apparently there was this relay race where they had to pass this baton, and all the people involved in the race died. I don't know.
Again with the fucking Japanese. The Baton Death March was the forcible transfer by the Imperial Japanese Army of between 60 and 80,000 American Filipino prisoners of war from Sasain Point. Okay, so they gathered up all their prisoners and marched them.
Oh,
Was that a sad all?
I don't know. They should have called it the Trail of Tears. Trail of Tears 2. That would have, depending on what year this happened, I guess. I think we should start naming tragedies like two. Like, just every tragedy should just have a number.
Okay. The transfer began on April 9th, 1942. Don't forget that date.
1942. All right.
Trail of Tears. It happened in 1850.
Sweet. So this was the Trail of Tears too.
Except this is white people that were involved. So this is the White Trail of Tears.
Yeah. Which is worse.
Trail of White Tears.
Yeah. Trail of White Tears.
Okay. So this is, they were ordered to turn over their possessions. American Lieutenant Kermit Lay recounted how this was done. They pulled us off into a rice paddy and began shaking us down. There were about 100 of us, so it took time to get all of us. Everyone had pulled their pockets wrong side out and laid all their things out in front. They were taking jewelry and doing a lot of slapping. I laid out my New Testament.
That's so awesome.
I laid out my New Testament. After the shakedown, the Japs took an officer and 2 enlisted men behind a rice shack and shot them. The men who had been next to them said they had Japanese souvenirs and money. Word quickly spread among the prisoners to conceal or destroy any Japanese money or mementos, as their captors would assume it had been stolen from dead Japanese soldiers. This is just war. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is.
Right. When do the white people start crying? I'm confused.
This, however, was quickly followed by unrelenting brutality, theft, and even knocking men's teeth out for gold fillings, as the common Japanese soldier had also suffered in the battle and had nothing but disgust and hatred for his captives.
Duh. That's how war works.
So, I understand the rules of conduct and what's the Geneva Convention?
Yeah.
But it's stupid. Like, we don't follow it. So I don't understand why we expect other people to follow it.
Because we're stronger than they are. When you're stronger than somebody, you get to decide what rules get followed and which ones don't. That's how it works.
Like, do you think that everything should be available at your disposal in war?
Yes.
Now, I'm asking real Anthony, not shtick Anthony. Like, do you think torture?
Yes. In war, right? Yes, I do. Because if you go to war with a country, what you're doing is you're taking all the poor people from my country, fighting against all the poor people from your country, right? And
I guess when you put it like that, you don't really care what happens to them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like rich people are fighting anybody that matters. It's
you scuffed my loafers.
right. When you go to battle with like if you're gonna duel somebody or whatever, like, okay, there's rules to this duel or whatever. But when you're at war and the consequences of this war are, if I win this war, now your country is my country. Like I own your country now. Like who?
Or no, worse than that, or a different way to look at it is, if I lose this war, I lose my country. I lose my house. I lose my family, everything.
Yes.
And I'm going to do everything within my power to stop that from happening.
Yes.
Except put a rag over your mouth and pour water on your face.
But see, I feel differently about that because it seems different to me. Like, okay, we're not on the battlefield. We just picked up a couple of guys and brought them to this place where these other guys that also aren't on the battlefield are going to torture them for information. Like, that doesn't seem like it's obviously war, but it doesn't seem like a on the battlefield situation.
Right. But had they not been invading my country, I wouldn't have had a chance to scoop them up and tie them to a chair and put battery cables to their nipples.
Wait, didn't we go over there and get them? Cut their tits off and dance around with them. Didn't we go there and get them?
Well, if they wouldn't have been at their country, then they wouldn't have.
Maybe they should sell us their oil cheaper.
So
if we could just get their oil a little cheaper, we wouldn't have to kill you.
So which is it? Do you think that all things are fair in love and war, or do you think that as long as you're on the battlefield, anything else, then I'm going to throw a flag?
Mm-hmm. As long as you're on the battlefield. If like the lower ranks should be able to do whatever, the upper echelon who actually decides that the lower ranks go out, those guys have to follow the rules. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
You're not answering my question.
Yes.
Should you be able to knock the teeth out of prisoners to get the gold out of their teeth?
No, that doesn't seem like a war thing. How does that advance the goals of your country? I guess if your country needs
You have more gold.
Yeah, for the king. No, of course not. But then, like, why do the people in Geneva get to decide? Why does their convention matter?
All the comic book conventions around, and these fuckers are get to.
Right, the Comic-Con convention. You decide the rules of war. Did we even talk about Fortnite?
Okay, do you think? So I'm trying to understand how I feel about this. Okay, so if you're on the battlefield, all is fair.
Right, that's what
So
I
if
think.
if you round up 400 prisoners and shoot them all in the back of the head,
Right.
on the battlefield,
Yep.
you're fine.
Yep. Is that
But if you-
is that worse than just bombing them and killing them that way?
But if you round up 400 people and take them just outside of the battlefield and take their teeth, then that's a war crime.
So it depends on who's taking the teeth, the proximity to the battlefield, the time. Like if you wait till the next day, yeah, that's bad. If you give them to like a higher up officer, that's bad. But if it's just you, you're like the lowly guy. You're like Rambo, and you're out there in the battlefield.
I'm going to give you some scenarios,
Okay.
and I want you to tell me. You are the war tribunal. I want you to tell me if it's a fucking war crime.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm climbing through the desert. Okay, I'm in my ghillie suit,
Okay. Okay.
and I come up on some Charlie,
Okay.
and I climb up their back all ninja-like, and I cut off their ears,
Yeah.
and then I start wearing their. I don't even kill them.
Oh.
I cut off their ears, and I wear them as a necklace. Is that
Okay.
a war crime?
What happens to them? Like they just
I let them. I let them go.
Oh, well, no, they're alive still. It's cool.
Okay, I stab them in the side of the neck. Then I cut off their ears and I wear them as a necklace.
Were they confirmed Charlies? Like they were the bad guy.
Yeah, sure.
You took a picture, sent that picture to your boss. Your boss said, "Yeah, those are the bad guys." You got
Yes.
confirmation that they were bad.
Yes.
Not a war crime.
Okay. Okay, so I'm climbing through the desert. I'm in my ghillie suit. All right.
Yep.
I see suspected bad guys, suspected Charlie.
Okay.
I send a picture.
Yep.
Boss confirms, yep, that's a go, Rhodes. Moving to kill.
Yep.
So I steady climb in, chop, 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 chop.
Creeping.
I hide behind a bush, and he's smoking one of them small foreign cigarettes with no filter.
Right.
And I cut his fucking hamstring so he falls down to my level because it's easier to make him fall than for me to get up because the
Right.
ghillie suit's heavy.
Right.
And I fucking stab him right in the side of the neck,
Yep.
and I cut out his throat, and I wear his throat as a necklace.
All right.
And then I see that I have a missed call, and it was, sorry, that's not a confirmed Charlie. Do not proceed. Over. That's what it says on the text.
Do not engage. It says over.
Is that a war crime?
So then you couldn't be charged for a war crime. Your boss could be charged for a war crime, but I would recommend that you keep the receipts.
Take a screenshot.
Take a screenshot. Like, look, I these are the orders that I got, and like timestamp everything so that everybody understands the sequence of events that you killed him before you saw that message, and you better be able to prove that he was dead before you saw that message.
Okay. I am in the mountains.
Okay.
I'm in Afghanistan.
Ghillie suit.
Not this time. It's hot.
Okay. Okay.
I
But
took
was
it off
hot
to
in
go out
the
and-
desert.
I took it off to get some air.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm looking through my sniper scope. And about 700 clicks north south,
Okay.
I see
Right.
I see a brown man.
Okay.
Okay. And I call in a drone, and the drone comes in and confirms his identity
Okay.
using facial recognition software.
Okay.
And I take the shot from 700 clicks,
Okay.
and he drops dead.
Right.
I'm in the boundaries of the war zone, but this guy was at his vacation house with his family. Clearly outside of the borders of the war zone.
Okay.
War crime?
He was a confirmed bad guy?
Confirmed bad guy, but he was on vacation from bad guying with his family.
Oh. You can't kill people while they're on vacation.
So war crime?
Okay, was he in his like bad guy clothes? Or
He was in a bathing
his
suit.
He's in his vacation clothes?
Yes.
Yeah, war crime for sure. You can't kill somebody on vacation while they're not even in their bad guy clothes.
What if it's a bad guy bathing suit? What if on across the butt of his bathing suit it says, "I am in fact the bad guy"?
No, he only gets killed when he's doing bad guy stuff in his bad guy suit.
Okay. Now, I am in a neighborhood. Okay.
All right.
And I look and I look in the backyard and there's a swimming pool.
Okay.
So I climb over the fence, I shimmy over the fence, and I go inside. And in the living room of this, it appears to be a vacant vacation home.
Okay.
I see a sniper rifle. And I look 700 clicks south-north up into the mountains, and I see the bad guy clearly in the war zone, but I'm out of the war zone.
Okay.
I'm at oddly enough the bad guy's vacation home, looking through the sniper scope into the borders of the bad guy's lair.
Right.
And he's sitting there clearly doing bad guy stuff at the table. He's surrounded by other people smoking cigars,
Doing bad guy things.
doing
Got
bad
it.
guy things.
Okay.
I put on his bathing suit and I shoot him right in the
Why?
fucking head.
Why
War crime?
are you? You put on his bathing. Yeah, you don't put on another man's bathing suit. That's a war crime by itself. What an asshole! I'm gonna put on your bathing suit and I'm gonna kill you. It's like you don't rape somebody's daughter. Jeez, come on, man.
Wait a minute, what?
You don't put on
Did you-
somebody's bathing suit.
Did you equate
Yes.
where
Yes, they're the same. It's literally the same.
Okay.
His
Gun to
nuts
your
were
head.
there. Now your nuts are there. You ruined everything.
Okay. You have to choose. Gun to your head.
Yep.
You can either find out that 3 very, very well endowed black men raped your daughter, or as you come out of the hotel room and me and you are getting ready to jump in the pool, I let you know, hey, I just had my nuts in that swimsuit net that you're wearing.
Oh God. I have to pick one of those things to happen to me?
Yes.
I mean, is the one thing really even happening to me? I mean, I guess that answers my question, doesn't it? Because it's not really happening to me. So
In one of them, in one of the scenarios, I am going to be hurt. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to wonder how other people are going to deal with it. And in the other one, my daughter gets raped. So
yeah, it's a real conundrum.
okay, so creation of Fortnite moves forward then?
Yep. Absolutely it does. All right, we got farther than I thought we would.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up, don't we?
Yep.
Okay, so do we do a review or just close it and end the show?
No. So let's see what the lineup is. So we've got the 2008 Szechuan chicken earthquake going against the Oklahoma City bombing is the next one.
Hold on. So you're not confusing the audio listeners. What Anthony is reading is what is setting up to be round 2. We still have a lot of round 1 to get through.
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to kind of review what's going on through round 2. Manila Massacre in 1945 versus the time that British guy ate my goddamn croissant. And then the Fukushima earthquake versus the creation of Fortnite.
All right. Bye.